This episode of Off The Script is brought to you by WrestleCrate. WrestleCrate is a monthly pro wrestling-based subscription service, and each month, subscribers will receive a new pro wrestling-themed mystery crate. To go and subscribe, please go and visit their website at www.wrestlecrate.com and on Twitter at WrestleCrates. What is going on, guys? JD from New York here, and I'm back. I'm ready to go. I feel 100%, and it's time to start your weekend off the right way, man. The only way I know how, and that is with the number one source for all WWE news and rumors and 2K15 content right here on YouTube.com, man. This is episode number 59, part number 1, and holy fucking shit, do I have a lot of news for you guys this weekend. I'm not going to waste any fucking time. I'm going to get right into it. Thank you so much for joining me on this Friday. Thank you for 25,000 subscribers, man. We're sitting pretty at 25,200. So thank you guys very much for your continued love and support. If you're new around here, hit that subscribe button. I have no idea what the fuck you're waiting for, man. This is the number one fucking place for all your WWE needs. And if you need to follow me on social media, Twitter, Twitch, Instagram, and Facebook, which I'm never on, but go follow me all over social media regardless, man. If you guys want to keep up to date on what I do here, videos, opinions, if you want to tweet with me during Monday Night Raw and pay-per-views, follow me, all right? It's best for business. Now, let me clear my throat. We got a lot of news, man. I'm going to start right off the fucking presses with little tidbits that I think you guys might be interested in hearing before I get to the fucking main dish of part 1. For those that have asked, UFC President Dana White approved Ronda Rousey's appearance at WrestleMania 31 on Sunday. White watched the show in London, England as a paying WWE Network subscriber for only $9.99. You guys know the deal on that. WWE officials have stated that both Royal Rumble 2015 and the inaugural edition of WWE Fastlane overperformed their internal expectations on the way to 1.3 million network subscribers for the WWE. WWE's current deal with Tap Out is something that has been in the works for years, if you guys are interested in that going on. All right, WWE tried it before and now have found the right opportunity. WWE believes there is a large demand for high-performance fitness gear branded with their logo. The partnership has launched, but it will really launch next year in 2016. And finally, with WrestleMania 31 in the books, we're expecting WWE to officially sign some names they have lined up, and there could be some cuts coming as well. Budget cuts to the WWE, all right? There's no correlation to Mr. 9 to 5. This is WWE's own brand of budget cuts, man. It's got nothing to do with Mr. 9 to 5 on WWE 2K15. So stay tuned for that, for specifics. But what I'm reading is that WWE wanted to wait until after WrestleMania before moving forward with any payroll cuts. If I hear of anything, you guys will hear it right here on Off The Script. Now, you guys might have wondered, at WrestleMania, you guys seen it, everybody watching, seen it, Sting, Triple H. Why on earth did Triple H go over Sting at WrestleMania 31 when everyone I know had Sting winning that match, Sting winning his debut in the WWE? Why didn't Sting walk out a winner in WrestleMania and at that event with Triple H? I don't know. I really don't know, but I got down to fucking business, and you're not going to hear this anywhere else, people. This is exclusive information to me, all right? This is what makes Off The Script very, very special, man. Nobody else in the YWC is reporting this news, so get ready. Let's talk about it. Sting vs. Triple H at WrestleMania 31 explained everything regarding the build for it, okay? The reason Sting was so limited in his appearances leading up to the show and so little was told about their story going in is that there was no story to tell. There was absolutely no story to tell. The story was already told and WWE wanted to do a vintage angle where they brought the Monday Night War back to life. In Monday's conference call that Vince McMahon held, one caller talked about how WWE was able to bring in Sting after WWE saw what people were watching in terms of on-demand content on the WWE network. While Vince was quick to point out that wasn't the only reason that they brought him in, he noted they took Sting from obscurity, meaning TNA, and made him an attraction at their biggest show of the year. I know that might upset some of you TNA guys out there, but that is what Vince McMahon said. They took Sting from obscurity and made him an attraction at WrestleMania. Sting versus Triple H at WrestleMania 31 was a match of symbolism, bringing the Monday Night War back to life and giving fans something that they could only previously put together in a video game. I agree the entire angle was brilliant, okay? I thought the entire angle was brilliant. And I was shocked, along with everybody else, when the NWO and DX got involved, okay? The reason, now, listen to this very carefully. The reason Sting did the honors, and I quote, did the honors meaning lay down for Triple H, take a loss to Triple H. The reason why Sting lost to Triple H is because WCW lost the war to WWE. The symbolism there is obvious. WWE over WCW then, now, and forever. All right, people find it a bit annoying that's how Sting got treated, especially when people think he was a bigger star than Triple H during the time period they're referencing. But that was the message WWE and Vince McMahon wanted to get across. Sting versus The Undertaker is clearly a possibility for WrestleMania 32, which I will have news on that this weekend on Off The Script. That is a possibility for WrestleMania 32, but that will all probably take some time to develop, if it develops at all. It seems Sting is willing and ready, but The Undertaker will be another story, okay? Sting went into the match against Triple H at WrestleMania 31 like it was his last, but he's open to working more if WWE wants him to. And he even said that following Monday Night Raw this past Monday live on the WWE Network with Renee Young. Perhaps WWE chooses to bring him back again before WrestleMania 32, as many people believe Sting would do it. He's been consistent in saying he just wanted one more match, one against The Undertaker. But people have a hard time seeing Undertaker working any other event besides WrestleMania. There you have it, folks. Exclusive information about why Sting lost at WrestleMania. You finally have your answers on that. Even though it might have been clear as day to some people watching it, the symbolism was there. I wanted to reaffirm those rumors with exclusive information. All right, what do I think about this? I think Vince McMahon is being childish. That's all that is and what I see from it, okay? Sting being a bigger star than Triple H, yes, I agree. Sting is a fucking franchise player. I never seen Triple H as a franchise guy. I never seen him as a head of a company, as a face of a company. That doesn't mean to say, that doesn't mean that I don't think Triple H is a fucking legend in his own right. A Hall of Famer, no question. The amount of work that he's doing for WWE, especially now in NXT, I think trumps anything that he's previously doing because he's more hands-on. He's taking everything that he learned and gained from being an active performer in WWE, seeing it firsthand, and now is applying it to his job after the fact. That he's no longer a active WWE performer. You know, he's semi-retired. He only performs once a year, and that is at WrestleMania. But Triple H was not a bigger star than Sting. I think this all comes down to Vince McMahon being a little kid. You know, he's a little kid, he's a little bully, And I find it hard to believe that WWE is about this anti-bullying campaign. Vince McMahon is the biggest bully in the yard, man. The biggest bully in the yard. And this is a symbolism not only of WWE beating WCW. This is symbolizing that Vince McMahon is a bully because he wants to rub it in everyone's face that WWE destroyed WCW, they bought out WCW, and they vanquished WCW. That is childish, man. That is in the past. You can't relive the past like that anymore, man. It's over and done with. We are in a new day, a new era of the WWE. You brought in Sting, okay? To me, this is a disrespect towards Sting. This is a slap in the face towards Sting. He finally, after all these years of, not trusting WWE, finally said, you know what, now is the time to go to WWE and compete under their flag at WrestleMania, at their event. And he did. And I was quite entertained with what I seen, man. Everyone popped when the NWO came out. Everyone popped when DX came out. Everyone popped, and I was shocked when Shawn Michaels revealed himself out of nowhere and sweet chin music, Sting, man. You guys will tweet me like crazy. JD, Sting versus Triple H at WrestleMania next year in Dallas. No, that's not what it means, man. It means that Vince McMahon can't get over the fact that Sting is in WWE, and he needed to rub it in his face some more that WWE destroyed WCW. That's all it is. And Vince McMahon is being a fucking child about it. Should not be able to be doing that, man. He shouldn't be doing that. You're a grown man. You're an owner of a fucking multi-billion-dollar company at the biggest event in your company's history. Why must you do shit like that, man? Sting, to me, should have went over. Plain and simple. It was Sting's possibly only match in WWE. He should have went over, and Triple H should have did the honors for Sting, man. It was the right thing to do at that time, but that's not the way it happened, and that is your exclusive information about that, man. Why Sting lost at WrestleMania 31 to Triple H. News on Brock Lesnar. WWE World Champion, or former, I should say, former WWE World Heavyweight Champion Brock Lesnar's new contract, if you guys are wondering, all right, his contract is for 3 years and includes a 7-figure downside guarantee, all right? Rumors are the total value of the contract was just under $10 million, but I still don't know how everything breaks down in terms of what his contract entails. That includes merchandising and etc., all right? What most people are interested in is hearing whether or not he was given some type of merchandise guarantee, because that was a key sticking point in negotiations, all right? If I hear anything else, I will keep you guys up to date on what Lesnar's contract includes. As for Brock, his deal is full-time pay for part-time work, as you guys already know. It's obviously not the norm and seen more as an investment, as Vince McMahon has changed his mind on using part-time talent, especially when it comes to building the WWE network from the ground up. Regardless of up-and-coming talent, the feeling is that AT&T Stadium is going to be a heck of a lot easier to fill next year with Lesnar on the payroll than without him. And that's exactly why Vince McMahon went out and did whatever he could and gave Brock Lesnar the most lucrative deal in WWE history. Can you blame him? No, I certainly don't. WrestleMania 31 on March 29th at Levi Stadium. Royal Rumble winner Roman Reigns challenged Brock Lesnar in the main event for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship, a match which I watched 4 times because it was that damn good, man. And I will be the first one to tell you that I was wrong. All right, Roman Reigns, listen, I'm still not on Roman Reigns bandwagon, man. I'm not a Roman Reigns fan, but what he did at WrestleMania 31 really proved to me that he is growing. All right, the match that he and Brock Lesnar had was fucking phenomenal for what it was, and it came off exactly how it needed to be, man. Bloody, brutal, and a fucking brawl. And it was absolutely fucking brilliant, man. Everything in that match, the way it transpired, up until the Superman punches, up into the spear, up until Rollins cashing in, fucking brilliant. And I commend WWE again for such a great main event at WrestleMania, all right? Regardless of that, neither man emerged victorious. All right, Seth Rollins cashed in his Money in the Bank briefcase to win the gold for the first time in his young career. According to a report by PWInsider.com, the original plan was for Reigns and Lesnar to clock in at about 35 minutes. I don't know about that, man. I don't think Roman Reigns can go 35 minutes, and I don't think the match would have been nearly as memorable if it was 35 minutes. It clocked in at about 16 to 17 minutes, and that was fucking perfect, man. That's all you needed. Unfortunately, the pay-per-view ran long, thus cutting their match in half. So that was a good thing. The final time of in-ring action was roughly 16 minutes and 43 seconds. There was also set to be a video package for the Bray Wyatt vs. Undertaker match that took place before the main event, but that was cut as well, man. So if you guys missed the main event with Roman Reigns versus Brock Lesnar, please go back and watch it. A lot of things to dissect there, and a lot of things, that young wrestling fans could really grasp and just see how a perfect match between two big guys needs to be booked, man. Absolutely brilliant, and I can't get enough of it. WrestleMania 31 was off the charts. Fucking amazing, man. World Wrestling Entertainment has confirmed through a press release that the Extreme Rules pay-per-view on April 26th will be free for all new network subscribers for the month of April, man. So that is good. WWE is doing this because they're coming off a incredibly hot WWE WrestleMania pay-per-view. Monday Night Raw was fucking hot up until the last hour, and they want to make sure those subscribers who, tuned in for WrestleMania stick around. So that is exactly why they're doing a good business move by the WWE, all right? And finally, guys, to end part one of Off the Script this Friday, CJ Parker, one of NXT's young talents over WrestleMania weekend, WWE came to terms on a release of one of its NXT stars, according to PW Insider. On Tuesday, March 31st, the website reported that longtime WWE developmental talent CJ Parker and WWE mutually agreed to part ways on Saturday, March 28th. Mike Johnson of PW Insider received word that it was Parker who requested the termination of his contract. WWE proceeded to amicably, can't get that word out of my mouth, man, respond to Parker's request, granting his release on Saturday. The departure was so cordial that WWE allowed Parker to wrestle during WrestleMania Access on both Saturday and Sunday as part of NXT Showcase at the Expo. CJ Parker, real name Joe Robinson, signed a developmental deal with WWE in 2011 following a stint on the independent circuit. In WWE's former developmental territory, Florida Championship Wrestling, Parker was a two-time FCW Florida Tag Team Champion. Most recently, CJ Parker was working in NXT as an Echo Warrior or an Eco Warrior type heel character who would rile up the NXT universe for trashing the environment. Shitty character that would never, ever, ever get over on the main roster and would go nowhere on the main roster as terms of marketability and just moving up the ladder to be a successful character, man. That's just my honest opinion. Leading up to his departure, Parker put up a string of losses on NXT's live special event series, NXT TakeOver. Coincidentally, at the past two NXT TakeOver events Parker competed at, he lost to a debuting star. First, it was Baron Corbin at NXT TakeOver. Fatal 4-Way. 3 months later, NXT TakeOver R Evolution, Kevin Owens bested CJ Parker. Similarly, at February's NXT TakeOver rival, a debuting Solomon Crow attacked Parker from behind, making his debut for NXT. So that is that. CJ Parker is no longer with the WWE. Glad to hear it was, very cordial, and CJ Parker just wants to develop his wrestling skills some more and get back on the independent circuit as he feels WWE was going nowhere with him and they weren't utilizing him the way he thought that they should. So that is that, guys. That is part one of Off the Script, episode number 59. If you guys did indeed enjoy today's episode, please hit that like button. Greatly helps out my channel. Thank you so much for watching. Leave a comment down below on what you think of all the top stories in part one. If you guys want more wrestling content, my boy Joe Cronin doing his thing over there on YouTube.com. If you guys want to go follow him, YouTube and Twitter. Link to his social media down below in the description. My man Justin LaBar, Josh Eisenberg, and Brian Ghoulish over at ChairShotRealityWrestleZone.com. Their homepage and their YouTube page will be linked down below, as well as Justin LaBar's personal websites, man. He's got his own shit going on. He's got his own podcast, his own articles. Go check him out. One of my favorite guys to read in the wrestling industry. And as always, guys, in the intro, WrestleCrates.com. If you guys want to go subscribe to great monthly subscription wrestling action figures, trading cards, Funko Pop, Fathead, Mattel, etc., etc., go and subscribe, man. April 25th is going to be the first crate, and I'm going to be unboxing my first crate right here on YouTube.com, man. The ultimate crate, and I can't wait to bring you guys some new content. Thanks to the guys over at WrestleCrates, man. Their Twitter and their YouTube page, not their YouTube page, their Twitter and their website will be linked down below in the description of this video, man. If you guys missed my Monday Night Raw review, link is down in the description as well for that. I go over what happened on Monday Night Raw. And that is that, guys. If you guys are not following me on Twitter, please go follow me on Twitter at JD from NY206. You guys know what to do. Hit that subscribe button if you're new around here, man. I have no idea what you're waiting for. #1 source for all WWE news and rumors right here on YouTube.com. And finally, guys, to end off the script, I want to do WWE Today in History, man. April 2nd, 2012, Raw. Brock Lesnar returned to the WWE to attack John Cena, man. That was a memorable fucking moment. I marked the fuck out when Brock Lesnar came back on Monday Night Raw to attack John Cena right before their epic match at Extreme Rules in 2002. So thank you guys very much for watching. I'll be back with part 2 on Saturday morning. Until then, guys, this is JD, and I'll see you guys on Saturday morning, guys. Take care.